Good afternoon. We've been doing a bit more work on the truck this week, and I'll just take you around here and show you inside here. We've got both seats out, and we've been doing a bit of exploring. There's old cabling behind there which was stripped out. Found a bit more rust, which is, I think it seems to be, if you look along here, bear with me, this kind of plate, it seems to be separate from the chassis, so I'm hoping it's just that plate, because under there, you see, can't really see, there's looks like the airlines for the seat, so I'm hoping that's kind of sacrificial, not sacrificial, but it will be sacrificed for a new one. Can't get this out yet because it's got silly big torque screws up there, which I don't have things for. What else have we been doing? Playing with these steps, which is they're supposed to fold up into here. I'm guessing either these tie up or they fasten up with a catch of some sort, but they're all solid as well, but I need to get those off anyway to sort out some of the rust on this plate. And if you look there, it's a bit of blistering and paint peeling, so that needs addressing as well. What else have we done? We found more rust in here. We stripped the cab out in the back, which is nice. Some quick maths and a quick look online, and it shows it's actually bigger in here than it is in the back of a Vauxhall Combo, which is quite ridiculous really. So plenty of room. Strip the back panel off. We're going to have strengthening all around there. This piece is coming out, or being cut at least, and that'll be our walkthrough, which should be about 4 feet high. I think I mentioned that previously. This bulkhead is going to be where that rail is. We can lower that right down, probably to the height of this, so it'll be a lot easier for accessing front to back. Just it's less closed off, and it'll still be tall enough when we board it back out each side to accommodate the folding bed that Charlie's going to have. And what else have we been doing? Orkneys have turned up, which were, well, they did turn up, they've gone now, which is amazing, because they've taken the air tanks, which were here, and they are now fixed in here, inboard air tanks. Stuart's made some brackets there, sorry, with some sleeves, and he made a new bracket here, which is fastened that end at the moment, and I need to get a new piece to fasten it in there. How can we do it? A bit dark for you there, sorry about that. So that's all temporary while we strip the chassis back, because all the chassis is only surface rust. Well, I think that's going to be a job next week. I'm going to buy a load of degreaser and start stripping all this chassis back, because it obviously needs doing. It's lasted 20 years or so now, and it's in pretty good condition. It looks messier than it is. Like I say, it's surface rust. A lot of this paint is still good. Look over here. Started building myself a new nest for storing stuff. There are the two seats. That driver's seat weighs more than I do. It's ridiculously heavy. It must weigh at least 20 kilos. This is all the bits we stripped out, so that's the lining in the roof, which is actually aluminium checker plate, which is nice. With carpet on the back, we're going to recarpet it all. Same with the head lining. It's not in bad condition at all, but if you look at the carpet, it's quite a dated design. We'll just pretty that up a bit. These are that's glove boxes, top of the some blinds, all sorts of rubbish that no one really cares about, so I don't know why I'm boring you with it really. And we also ordered a cab lift pump to lift it electrically, which would have been nice, because this one, as we've said in a previous video, it's very dark, we've said in a previous video, is kind of janky and knackered because it leaks. We've got torch down here, yeah, it's all leaking there, and it's an absolute bugger to jack up So we're going to put a new lift pump on that side, but TNT in their infinite wisdom decided that they weren't going to deliver it yesterday. No updates, no reasons given. So I contacted them this morning, and it's coming on Monday now, and it's Saturday, so Stuart and Charlotte have disappeared because they've got jobs to do and they're off to Barnsley. So that's a job for them when they come back to help me out with, or I'll help them out more likely because Stuart knows what he's doing and I don't. So that's where we're at this week. Hopefully I'll be able to start taking the chassis apart, stripping the chassis down next week. I'm still chasing wiring, which we've stripped out loads up here. Some went to aerials, they've gone to the blue lights. It looks like there's a big searchlight up there as well, which is controlled by a little switch. So I might reinstigate that, just for having a little nosy light about. Here's some of the cabling that we've taken out. These went to all the radios, and it's had, I don't know what else it's had in, all sorts of controls and things we're finding. More of the same next week, I think. It's now Saturday. I'm going to knock it on the head for today. It's 3 o'clock. I've been here since, well, mid-morning I should say, and I've had enough, so probably nothing tomorrow. More of the same next week, where we shall be taking these steps apart, because these torque screws are the same size as that one, which I don't have. Take these handrails off as well. I can strip more of the cab out. And then I'm going to take the mud guards off as well. I made a start of that last week. This back section, if you can see, that's all wibbly wobbly now. It's only a couple of bolts holding it on. I'll do the same on the other side. I don't know whether, I'll probably leave these on for now, because it's not, I'll take those lights out and clean them up, but it's not going to be intruding on anything. And I'll probably, if you can see, I don't know how dark that is, in here, these mud guards, mud flaps, they want to come off because all the metal work's a bit rusty, so I can replace all that. And that's where we are, I think. Sorry, throw you about the room a bit. We've got up here, I'm keeping all the boards for, these are linings and boards for the carpets for inside the cab, so we can use those as templates to make new ones. It'll just be the same as it was, 4-way stretch over hardboard probably. We'll keep the aluminium roof, which is there because, well, the ceiling, because it's a bit more solid. I keep saying sorry about that. Roof hatch we found as well, which just pops up and down, which is nice. We're contemplating taking that out at the moment and replacing it with a cab air conditioning unit, because there's no controls there for aircon, so it'd be nice to stay cool while we're driving. And if anyone's working in there when we're parked up, they'll also run off the house batteries, so we can be comfortable if we're in an office or a bedroom or whatever. Sorry about that. Fuel tank as well, we're looking at dropping so I can prep the chassis. What I'll do is I'll just pile pallets under here and undo the straps, which are there and there, so we can sit the tank on off the chassis, if you will, while we're prepping everything, because the tank will want stripping and painting as well, and I might as well do that while we're doing. We discussed moving the exhaust. I want to stainless steel it, straight pipes. It currently exits there. You can't really see. There's the end of it down there. I want it to come out up the side of there, have one of the little flappy caps on to keep the rain out, all in stainless, so it'll look and sound a lot better than it does now. And I'm also looking for a snorkel kit for the air intake, which is in here, but I can't seem to find the kit that's available. There's the, hold on, I'm just breaking the bonnet strut. Put that back together. Sorry. It's all hard one-handed. like being on a roller coaster for you guys. Here's the air intake. So what I want to do is turn you around, take that out, come through here and run it up the side of the door pillar up there. And a kit would be nice to save having to make a load of bits ourselves. I had a quick look, I couldn't find one. If anyone knows of anything, just get in touch, that'd be really helpful. Same for roof racks. Can I climb up there now? The roof's handy because it's nice and solid. Bear with me, because it's all checker plated. See that? But I'm still going to have to drill through, I think, and riv nuts and fasten a roof rack on that way, because there's no gutter rails or anything like that for attaching. So we're going to have to bolt through the roof, which I didn't really want to do. I hate drilling holes in roofs because it's just a source of leaks, and it's terrible. Source of leaks, or potential leaks, I should say. But sometimes you have to do it. So I think that's where we're at. All this was a nightmare to get up. All this it's like a rubber floor mat all on here, and it's, if you can you see, it's all been, it's just, I'm guessing carbon adhesive or tile adhesive. It was a nightmare. It took us, there was a couple of hours working here just taking all this out. Tried a smaller bar, same way, but tried a smaller one.
Why is it better?
It'd be easier for you to lift. There you go, it's going, isn't it? Excellent. I had to use big crowbars to pry it all up, and it's stretchy rubber so it didn't just pop up, and it was a faff. It was an absolute faff. So that's where we're at this week. Progress I'm happy with, not as much as I would have liked, but you can't have everything. It's getting there. It's had more done on it in the last couple of weeks than it has in the last 12 months nearly, so that's a good thing. We're actually moving forward. Still got no whiteboard pens, so I can't make any notes. Started piling steel up for making things. And there's nothing really else to do. We need to make a new airline off these tanks to go back under the engine, because the one we pulled off is, well, it's absolutely no good now because it's the wrong shape, but it's starting to, corrode up, and while we're in the mood we might as well put a new line on it. It's all scabby, that. So new line, new brackets, some lines came out, trim off the roof hatch, various nuts and bolts. Very, very boring. I don't know why I'm showing you this. So going forward is also taking the steps off next week, which I'll do all the prep work like that before we start cutting the chassis, stripping the chassis back. It'll be easier for access, and it will then also be a job less to do, one less job to do. I also need someone in to help me with the electrics, because in here, I don't know if you can see in there's a couple of inverters. They're just loose now. I took them all out. I didn't detach them all from the brackets. They're all loose, and if you go around here, they all lead to this electrical mess here, which that's, can you see that light in there? There's a light there. Where is it? Yeah. So that's still got power. Don't really know what it all does. Some of it goes to that, which goes to, I think, these, so they're radio chargers. And a lot of this mess that runs up that door pillar. So I think some of those control the lights and sirens, which are up there as well. There's two blue lights, searchlight, and there were radio, coax cables and things. So I could do with someone who's got an electrical brain to help me out, but we'll see about that. So I think that's it, and I can leave you there. I don't know when I'll get another video out. I'll try and post this either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll just keep recording all sorts of crap and waffle like I do, and then watch if you like it. If you don't bother. Right, thanks a lot. I'll speak to you later. Bye.